Sorry. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Hive weekly stream. As you can see, we have some cool, amazing guests for tonight. I'm going to introduce them shortly. But first, welcome to everyone that's here. We are sponsored by NFL alumni. Wow, that's crazy. NFL alumni and ESTV, and also Corsair. Speaking of Corsair, there is a giveaway tonight. Even if my camera is a little bit messed up there. There's a giveaway tonight for a Corsair Edge hoodie that looks really cool. It goes from small to extra large, and that is in the chat. So make sure you enter that giveaway. Tonight's episode is about orgs that support diversity. And we're also going to have some Overwatch later on by one of the orgs that we're speaking to tonight. So without further ado, is my camera still messed up? We'll get to introducing everyone. So first up is Lizzie, VLP Kitty.
Hi.
And she co-owns and runs one of the first UK-based esports organizations that focus on support, mental health, and diversity. They have teams in Overwatch, fighting games, and Apex Legends who are mixed gender apart from one and an all-female non-binary Overwatch team. Her passion is giving people a voice in esports and showing that the industry can be viable and competitive without being toxic. We love that. Next up is Lord Loki. Loki co-owns and runs an organization called, is it Agave? I hope I'm saying that.
Agave, yes.
Okay, because I was like, I know it's not Agave. Agave Esports, it's a multi-game org with a focus on diversity and giving opportunities to those otherwise excluded from the gaming space, giving opportunities with their League of Legends, Overwatch, and Valorant teams. In addition to that, she also runs the Overwatch organization for Texas A&M and works as a caster for Volpine Esports in the EU. Ooh. And lastly, but especially not least, 42 Cups of Coffee. Can I tell you I love that name? AKA Kaz. They are the co-owner and you also run Agave Esports. It's a multi-game organization with a focus on diversity and giving opportunities to those otherwise excluded from the gaming space. Did I just say that twice? They provide opportunities through our League of Legends, Overwatch, Valorant, and in addition to that, they also manage the Overwatch community events for Texas A&M University while being a robotics major there. Wow, robotics? That sounds amazing. So let's go around and we're going to get to know everyone. First, tell us about yourself and include your gaming background because I love hearing like what you all play. So we can start with Kaz, Lizzie, and then Loki.
Alrighty. Well, I don't really have much of a gaming background other than management, honestly. So yeah.
That's it.
I don't really have much of a gaming background, and on top of that, just being with Agave and A&M. So
hey, that's enough. No worries. What about you, Lizzie?
Okay, so I started way back in. You remember? Well, most of you won't remember, but there were these like little box things that had like buttons, and you had to shoot stars and shoot aliens. I'm talking real old school here, 1980s kind of, handheld thing, and I thought it was the best thing in the world. So my gaming background really started there when I was very young. Obviously, as you probably can tell now, I'm not a youngster, but yeah, I went through the whole RPG phase when PlayStation 2 came out. So I was massively into Final Fantasy 7. Still love the game. I think it's one of the most fantastic games ever. Can't get hold of the remastered though because I don't have a PS4 yet. Still working on that one. And then I went and came out of sort of video games altogether and became a D&D player, so Dungeons and Dragons player. So an RPG player, but sat around a table rather than in front of a screen. And going back sort of 2 or 3 years, started back in playing Minecraft, believe it or not, and eventually sort of met my husband and got much more into a lot of different games. So it's kind of expanded from there, really. But yeah, so I play lots of different stuff, but mainly kind of RPG or strategy games. I love strategy games. So yeah, that's my kind of my background.
So I actually I started off pretty similar. The big multiplayer game for me that I first really got into was actually Halo. I remember playing Halo Reach up in, up in the attic with all of my friends super late into the night. And then I was always a console player. And then when I came to A&M and started there, I wasn't actually allowed to have a console in my dorms. I was only allowed to have PC, and so I had a little bit of a forced change there, where I started getting into stuff like Overwatch and more recently Valorant. And from there, just building up all of my interactions with esports. I served as a player for a while on a couple different teams. Lower rank, obviously. I'm more coaching than I am actually playing the game. And then now I'm with Agave, helping out there and casting for Volpines.
That's amazing. Also, I want to say if I messed up on anyone's pronouns, I'm so sorry. They just told me in the chat. So, sorry about I think I messed up on Loki. So, apologies.
It's okay.
Um, so I okay, let's get into your orgs because I'm really excited to hear about this part, especially Kaz, because Kaz is like, I only know the org. That's it. But we'll go the opposite way. We're gonna start with Loki, and then we're gonna end with Kaz because I feel like Kaz is gonna have a lot to say about that.
So our org is Agave. Uh, it's a multi-game org. It's actually very, very recent. Volpines inspired us to make it, and casting for them really inspired me to go out and try to make a version kind of like in the NA, partnered with them. And so we run a couple different teams. I help out mostly with our Overwatch teams, which we actually have 3 of now.
Wow.
Coven, Dragons, and Ascending Lions. Ascending Lions is our most recent one. And actually tonight is Coven and Dragons up against each other for the Overwatch match.
I just want to say I love the names. That's it. I love the aesthetic.
Yeah. So me, we're going.
Mhm.
Do you want me to carry on? So I just saw Loki stop, and I thought, hang on, that's my cue to go. So Bullpine started last year, April 2020. We've actually got our 1-year anniversary coming up in the next month. And it was started by myself and my husband as we saw there was a real need for a change in esports. Nothing massive, just change the entire way that esports is seen and run. And what we wanted was a place that was not only inclusive and diverse and gave everybody an opportunity to participate in the business, no matter who they were. We also wanted to reduce the amount of toxicity that we saw in esports, especially to those underrepresented groups. So we started, like I say, in April last year, had a few months of real hard work trying to get people to understand exactly what we were doing and why we were doing it, because as we all know in esports, it wasn't necessarily something that was normally done, which is why we say, we're the first UK esports organisation that did it. But after a few months, it seemed to snowball, and the support and the need for something like Vulpine, and obviously similarly, with our sister now organisation, is it Agave? I can't say it either.
I
it
love
is
it.
Agave, isn't it? Agave. So it was just one of those things where we saw a need for something that needed to happen. A change needed to happen in the industry for us to be able to move forward. And yeah, it's been incredible. It's been the most incredible year ever, really, because it's not something that, like I say, especially in some of the newer players as well coming in, have a really hard time getting to grips with, what the difference between being toxic or just having banter is, and and having that more inclusive and diverse environment is quite it's quite a new thing. So you have to kind of getting people to understand it and to work with us and to see where the benefits are and to see that they can still be competitive without that toxicity level is something that we've worked really, really hard to do, and it's starting to pay off. So yeah.
I just realized you both are from the same org, but I mean, can you tell us more about like even doing the community Overwatch events as well, Kaz? I'm sorry.
Yeah, of course. So the main thing with community Overwatch events, or the
Yeah.
one thing that I try to focus on the most was just bringing
Mhm.
different people in, because you'd
Mhm.
always like have a community event. It's always the same 5 people showing up for every single event, and then nothing else. So the main thing with that was just trying to get a different diversity of like events and stuff. So we did a fun house one time for like jumping and stuff, and then I believe we had a movie night another time, just to try and encourage a little bit more diversity within the org.
Mhm. That sounds fun. How was the fun house?
It
That was
was
actually yeah, that was great. That was one of our most popular events, I think, actually.
Hey, we all got a little
Yes,
kid inside
okay.
of us. So when you see the fun house, you're like, okay, let's go. It's on. Um, they're like hammering. I'm sorry. So what's it like for you guys to for you all to form and maintain an organization? And of course, you all work together. As you know, as you say, you're kind of like So what's it like? You could give us like day to day or just a general sense. Even like growing pains. Anyone want to start? I'll leave it up to anyone.
Busy. Very, very busy. Especially with getting all the different teams started up at once and getting all of them just running and making sure that they're good to go. I don't remember the last time that I actually just had nothing going on one night. Whether it's coaching for one team or like jumping over another to make sure like they have all the people set up and everyone's there and the trials have actually shown up. But it's because for some reason Valorant does not want to show up to their trials. You have to remind them like consistently. Or if we're setting up like one of our all free one non-binary teams, you have
Mhm.
to actually find those players, and simply because of the fact that like there's not a whole lot of spaces for that people already, and like the gaming community as a whole, which
Right.
I love it and it's great, and most of the people in it are wonderful people, but because of the people that aren't are so loud, a lot of times they're pushed out of those spaces, and so you really have to work hard to find all of the people who actually like want to be a part of this and are interested and actually like um work with that stuff very well, and then yeah, mostly just
Lizzie, no.
busy.
Lizzie's like,
Yeah. Oh God, where do I start? I'm trying to figure out where I actually start on this, and there are people in the chat who will know that my days are usually around about 18 hours, 12, 14, 18 hours. So in terms of explaining to you a day, but um Vulpine, because of how different it is and because of what we kind of expect from our players and what we kind of give to our community, where we have as Kaz and Loki know, in our Discord, for instance, everybody's always welcomed. There's always somebody to talk to. We have support groups that are going on, and obviously as an owner of that, maintaining the Discord, maintaining the social media, networking, doing events like this, um, it takes up an awful lot of time. And like, I remember actually having a conversation with Loki and Kaz first off and saying when they first started, you will not stop. It's this 24/7. Once you start going down this road of having an organization, it is huge, and especially if you're doing A, what we're kind of trying to do,
mm-hmm.
and B, if you're taking it seriously and you actually want to make something real and want to make a difference and want to make a change like we both do, like both organizations do,
Mm-hmm.
it is full on. It is absolutely full on. So there's so much to do. I if I sit down and actually manage to get one game of TFT or a quick game of Overwatch, it is a miracle during the day. So, it's not a 9 to 5 job. I will tell you
Mm-hmm.
that. But what you do and what we do and what organizations like Vulpine and Agave do makes such a difference to people, that it's worth every single minute that we spend doing it.
Yeah. Oh, Cassie, do you want to jump in on your day to day? She's like,
I
she's
mean,
like
my day to
ditto.
day, yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Just it just goes. There is no, hey, I'm gonna take a minute and just rest for a night, one day a
Yeah.
week. Like it is constant, 7 days a week. I'm always busy. Trying to find players specifically for Valorant because they just decide to come into the server and then just leave. for no reason whatsoever
Not
5 minutes after
leave.
joining.
Overwatch is not much better, let's be honest.
It's really not, but Valorant is so much worse, and I don't know why I expected it not to be, but I did, and that was my mistake personally. But just trying to find a team for that game has
Mm.
just been the highlight of my week, honestly. Just so much time goes into that one.
Mhm.
Well, like you said, or as Lizzie said, you all are doing something amazing, and it's just so much so needed.
Mm.
Can you like talk about like impact? Because I feel like people always, focus on like numbers and growth and stuff like that. But like as far as impact, what is the impact you all want to make on like the industry as far as like not only like getting these amazing teams together and things like that, but just like just like you said, setting the standard for like toxicity and things like that.
Um, Personally, growing up, gaming did so much for me. Just the community. I grew up very, very, non-binary, very, very gay, and gaming was not. There wasn't a lot around that was super accepting of that. I grew up in Texas, which is Texas, um, and as a result of that, gaming was a really big refuge for me because when you show up at gaming, you're not, you're not the kid who's been nerdy and bullied at school. You're not the person who's been having issues with parents. You're not the person who's like can't get away from anything. You're a wizard or like a space marine or something like that. And it's great to take a moment to just be involved with a community that doesn't care about anything other than what you're bringing to the table. And is there to support you and in there for all of that. Problem with that though is gaming does give you that anonymity, and some people take that to go too far. And so by setting up places where you can work through and you can play these games and you can have that community, you can have that backing, and like it it makes it easier. Like I remember we set up our all femme non-binary league team, and so many of the people were like, I'm just so tired of dealing with like either being hit on or like people being homophobic to me in games and like not being able to find a team because they're being awful. Like I got turned away from several teams when I was trying out because
Wow.
I'm who I am. And so like having a space where it's like you don't have to worry about anything, you just show up, just play, have fun. There's nothing here that's going to impact you outside. It really helps people find a space, one, to grow and work on themselves and work on their game and play. Like one of our values in Agave is improvement, simply for that fact. um and then it allows them to just relax and just
Yeah.
have time to themselves where they don't have to do anything other than just have fun.
I love how Loki just lit up right there. Like, oh my God. But that's amazing to have somebody like you just like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm like tearing a little bit, but that's really amazing. Like you are so passionate about it and it's
Really
just so
important to me.
needed. And I'm really sorry, like, those opportunities, they missed out and you had better things, ahead of you. But yeah, sorry, I'm emotional this week. But go ahead, Lizzie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to really. One of the most amazing things for me was actually Loki and Kaz coming to us and wanting to do exactly what we were doing in the UK or in the US. That was, and I remember actually tearing up then because it was like, hang on a minute, there are actually people out there who would want to do exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
Giving people these opportunities. It's all about giving people an opportunity and a voice for me. It's like you said in my bio, I'm all for giving people a voice, whether they want to be an esports lawyer or a player or a manager. It doesn't matter. It's giving people opportunities and a voice. And that's what Vulpine was started for. And that's what kind of our ethos is to give people a chance no matter what. And, the impact that we've had so far is that we have so many people in the Discord and on a Twitter page. And I've had random people message me and just say, this is amazing what you're doing. I've never, they've never had that kind of opportunity to be in a space where it is welcoming and it doesn't matter how you identify or what color you are or how old you are. I mean, look at me, I'm coming into esports at a very, very late age and a very late age. Makes me sound like I'm about 90. I'm not. I look good for 90. But I just think it's one of these things that is, and I know we keep saying this over and over, but it is something that is so needed.
Yeah.
especially today, and especially to give the young people that are coming into the industry a, a chance to see something that is not the norm, is something that's like, well, you can come in and be yourself, you don't have to look a certain way or be a certain way. This is just this is again, this is something, and I know Loki and Kaz and I really agree on this. This is why I'm so glad that they set that up with us, that we all feel the same way, that it's just, and we're all very passionate about it, and this is what we want to do. And I think the impact that we are having now with Vulpine nearly a year later from where we started is 1,000% higher. The amount of people that we've helped, we have mental health support channels where people can go in and talk about things and talk to other people. Obviously, as my other role, I'm a psychologist, so the amount of times I've stayed up till 3 or 4 in the morning with either members of staff or just members in the Discord who have had things that they need to talk about, and just having that someone to go to and someone to talk to, because gaming, although we say it's a very multiplayer orientated, you're still quite isolated sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that isolation, if you've not got anyone to talk to in real life, sometimes being able to go to somebody who's not necessarily, in your personal space or within your family, and just go, what do you think about this? And, I'm really struggling with this. How, what would you do? And not even just me, but, just generally people. We have a whole channel in the Discord where people can go and talk about things. I just think just little things like that make it more welcoming, make it somewhere where they feel that they belong. A lot of people have said to me, and I'm sure Loki and Kaz agreed, that Vulpine is a family atmosphere. And I don't mean family as in PG. I mean family as in we support each other and we look after each other, and we help people grow. And I could talk about this for hours, so please stop me if I'm going on too long. But, it's just it's just one of those things where, if I dread to think where some of these players might have ended up, and some of these people might have felt if they hadn't had Vulpine. And that sounds quite narcissistic, but it's not, because of the feedback and the people that have come to us and said that you've really made a difference. And that makes my day, to know that I've made, or to know that Vulpine has made a difference to somebody, even if it's in a very, very small way, and make them feel more confident about themselves, or more accepting of who they are and who they want to be, and what they want to do, whether it's in esports or whether it's not. That's a good thing for me, and that means I'm doing a good job for people. So, and we're going to continue and grow and get bigger. So yeah, more work, more hours, but again, 100,000% worth it.
Yeah. Anything you want to add, Kaz? You know what, Kaz? I'm going to go to you first.
Sorry.
The main thing for me is just my background didn't exactly give me the opportunity to go into games. I was from a very poor place in LA. There wasn't an opportunity for it. We didn't have the money for it growing up. So I just never got the opportunity to. Like, they've always interested me, and I think they're great, and I think watching them is amazing. I just never got the opportunity to. And so I come into esports, and it's just, not everyone, but a good portion of people are also in that same kind of boat of getting into it in their later years, teenage, 20s, whatever. And it's just really nice to go into a team and see, hey, I didn't start out, but like when I was a kid, but I'm getting into it now and I'm having a really great time. Can I try out for the team? And it's like, yeah, of course. Like, that's our entire org. That's why we're here, to provide a place where everyone can just kind of come in and just feel relaxed, no matter what their background is or anything like that. So that's like the most important thing on my end, along with just acceptance with everyone else.
Yeah.
So
God, they didn't tell me today was going to make me in the feels, but I like every point, even what you touched on, Kaz. Like, I grew up in the Bronx, so it's like, ooh, but yeah, oh wow. Sorry, I can't even follow up that with another question. No, but you all are just amazing. Keep doing what you do. I completely understand. And if you never hear it from anyone, I'll tell you, you all, both your orgs are very much needed in this industry.
Thank
and
you.
People, representation matters. And like for most people, or even like as Loki has said, like, you probably didn't have anyone you could talk to. And sometimes you think it's in your head when it's you, you know. So that's why your orgs matter, because now they could go to you and be like, hey, can I talk to you about this? And you could be like, no, that's not in your head, like, you know. And but yeah, definitely y'all hit some notes for me personally.
Thank you.
But yeah, you definitely matter. So how can people join your orgs, or even like find you or support you? Just tell people how, you know, you they could join a team.
Uh, Agave is at Agave Esports on Twitter. That's pretty much the only. Actually, we have Instagram as well. Kaz does more with our Instagram. I'm gonna let you plug our socials since you know them better.
So we have Instagram and Twitter, which are both at Agave Esports. Our actual Discord is also on there. So if you just go to our bio, just it's right there on the first line, I believe. And so you can just kind of click on that and join the Discord at any time. And then you're just right into the
Oh, so
server.
it's like anytime. Oh,
Yep.
wow. I thought that, see, they put it as like one of the questions, because I have other questions too. So I'm like, oh, is it like a recruitment thing? But that's pretty cool. Go ahead, Lizzie.
Yeah, we're basically more or less the same. Every social media that we have is at Bullpine Esports. So we have you have Twitter and Instagram. We also have a Twitch link as well, which we've actually just streamed earlier on this evening, because it is earlier on this. Sorry, we're in a different times. I'm still on that time zone thing. So Bullpine Live is our Twitch channel, and the Discord link is the same as Agave. It's in our bio on our Twitter page. And again, anybody is welcome to join, come in and say hello and just talk to us about anything.
Oh,
But yeah.
cool. Oh, so one of the final questions is, what leagues do you compete in, and where do you see your team slash organization in the near future or the further future? Like, what's the big picture? So we could go. Kaz, you go first this time.
So as of right now, I believe one of our Overwatch teams is competing in a league. And our
Nice.
both of our Valorant and League teams are both pretty new, so they're kind of looking at leagues to compete in right now.
Mhm.
But we're just kind of hoping to get them established well, get them all relaxed, get them into a really good position where they're ready to feel that they can compete. And then after that, just kind of look at more tournaments for them.
Yeah, our Dragons is actually a part of Altitude Esports. They're getting prepped for next season at the moment. They're run seasonally, and they're doing a couple tournaments intermittently. We toss those up on Twitter and the Discord whenever they happen. And Coven, which is our highest team at the moment, they score about 4.3. Is actually taking part in the Will English Invitational, which happens next weekend. Uh,
Ooh.
Supposedly their dates are a little wishy-washy. um but they're gonna be in well English, and other than that, we are getting our League and Valorant teams prepped, ready to go, and so we'll have something pretty soon here with that.
Nice. Oh, Lizzie.
Yeah, sorry, I don't want to butt in. So we have 3 teams in Overwatch at the minute. We have Serenity, which is our lowest ELO team, and they are currently in a similar kind of position to what some of the Agave teams are doing. So they are just prepping and getting themselves sorted and ready for tournament. We have Vixen, which is our all-female non-binary team, and they are again in the same boat. And then we have Dynamos, which are a high GM team, who Loki knows very well, who have just won the GGEU Expert Division,
Nice.
the ELO Hell Esports tournament. They have competed in several open divisions, and they are about to go into the Lighthouse tournament, which is a tier 3 invitational in tomorrow, actually, or today. No, it's
Oh,
today now
nice.
for me. So yes, we've got everything crossed for them for that. But in terms of the actual organisation, we've also got a massive Apex Legends tournament that's happening on the 10th of
Nice.
April, that's sponsored by HyperX and Monster Energy. And it was open initially to universities and colleges across the EU. And from tomorrow, we're actually opening up to the public. So
Oh,
again, if you follow us
nice.
on Twitter or come into the Discord, you can get all the information about that as well. So yeah, the organization has gone from like 0 to 100 miles an hour within like 2 months. And we were saying, my husband and I were actually saying earlier, it's like, wow, how have we got to this point? Where are we going? What are we going to be doing now? So we're kind of in that, momentum stage of people getting going, and our team's doing really well, and tournaments and stuff. So yeah, big things ahead.
Oh wow. Yeah, like that's amazing. And it's cool. Like, people see these orgs and they'll probably like be like, oh, they're okay. But you guys actually prep and do the coaching and make sure they're actually ready to compete.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I wish I could go on for more, but I think we went past the time a little bit. Is there anything else you all want to say, like, before we go? Or if you're recruiting for any teams particularly, but no, go ahead.
Kaz, do you want to?
I don't believe that we're recruiting for any teams right now that I can remember.
If you want to stay with Valorant, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah, if you want to go out with a Valorant team that's on Diamond, then please contact me. I need a team.
Other than that, though, something I would say is like, for going through all this stuff and making these spaces, we like the help of community really does make a huge difference, and like being out there and being active, especially like just hearing y'all like hear the people who go out and like more than just like say they want to support, and more than just like, yeah, I'm here for like X, Y, and Z, but like actually like go out and like help find people and help promote the people who need it. Like that stuff is amazingly heartwarming. It's amazingly great to see. Like that is one of my favorite things of like. So please like the stuff that you're doing, especially here at Hive, is like it's great, and I like it's one of my favorite things of actually seeing people help out and like promote other people who are doing the same things they are, as opposed to just like talking about it. It's really really great to see.
Oh God, can I keep him? Can I keep him, please? All right. No, that's amazing. And I just saw Alithia in chat. Alithia is also an amazing person. One of the reasons we started the Hive because she couldn't find women to like spar with in Overwatch and things like that. So she's actually the coach for one of the collegiate teams. So you all are just like this. I told you earlier, I was like, I always get to interview cool, amazing folks. And then here you all were, just cool, amazing folks.
Thank you.
And I learned so much, and I hope to continue learning. I think I saw Volpine follow me. I'm not sure if I follow back, but I'm gonna double check and follow everyone back. And just make sure I'm there to support, because support is just such a huge thing. And for orgs like you all, just orgs in general that are amazing and good, we need the good ones to stay. The bad ones could go to hell, but we need the good ones to stay. So we need to support. And again, let's end with everybody. It's Volpine Live and at Volpine Esports, right?
That's right.
And Agave is
at Agave Esports.
Yeah. Everyone, please go follow and support. Well, we're gonna be back, right? Who am I coming back with again?
We're gonna have Dragons and Coven from Agave scrimming. I believe I am casting that along with. I don't remember who the other caster is. I'm so sorry.
Me. I'm sorry.
Is it you?
I'm
Are you
so
my other
sorry.
caster? Oh yes, I'm so hyped.
No, please don't.
No,
You're gonna do most of the talking. I'm going to ask you so many questions, but no, like it's amazing. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to let you all go, especially Lizzie. I know you're staying up and the whole family. Shout out to Lizzie's family.
That's okay. Anytime.
Yeah. I hope to have you all back again, especially like further down in the year when the like seasons and things start to, if you ever need a promotion, come back. So, and make sure you guys follow them as well in the chat. We're going to take a quick break. Join the giveaway. It's a Corsair Edge hoodie. It's in the chat if you haven't seen it. We'll be right back after this quick break. I hope that was cute. Welcome back to the stream. I'm sorry. I'm back with Loki, who's amazing. We took a quick break there. That was really quick chat. Don't worry about it. I know you're like, how did they get back so fast? We just did. Um, so oh God. First, I have to tell you guys about the giveaway. Make sure you join the giveaway. It's for Corsair hoodie. And shout out to NFL alumni, ESTV, and Corsair for sponsoring this stream. Make sure you join the giveaway. And Loki, tell us about the teams. Go for it.
So we have Coven here. They're going to be red team. They're a little bit of a higher team, competitive. This is when we're getting set up to make an OD run. And on the left, we have Dragons, who are getting ready for altitude in a couple different tournaments. And it looks like teams are getting ready here on Junkertown, a bit spread out, as Rosie, very quick pick on Dasumet there, opening up with the Widow on Hansa now.
Ooh.
As both teams
Did we
getting
cut
set
to
up.
the game yet? Oh,
Are we in
please
game?
cut to the game. Show the game.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I started casting. I didn't know if we were in the game or not.
No, it's fine. You're ready.
Okay.
We're ready. Go for it.
Yeah, both teams a little bit set up right now as cart's just starting to get pushed and rolled through. Coven here, very quick with these first picks now, getting them set up on Junkertown, which lends itself very nicely to that kind of, pick off long range sniper play now. Anarchy with a response though, gets rid of Keller on the Widow pick as this cart's just rolling in. Dragons has to make something happen now and get a touch on cart. Sumet though finds their way, picks off Rosary at the end now. It's just Toucan putting out the damage. That's Baptiste. The Immortality comes out, not going to keep them alive for very long though, and Fused getting set up, ready to go. Pilk's Emblem pulls them into the team, and then they're not going to live for very long.
Wow. So yeah, they got a caster this week. Just messing with Loki this whole time. No, Loki's the real deal, everyone. So blue team is
Dragons, yes.
Dragons, and red team is
And
Coven.
red team is going to be Coven, assuming my colors are correct.
Yes,
Dragons is the defending team. And getting set up now for another fight. It looks like Sumet's in the backline there, getting some little bit of a poke off onto Rosary as we see Anarchy set up on the high ground. They hit scan for Dragons. They have to peel off a little bit here. Coven's though, popping the window, getting ready to set up, all of the damage coming in now, and it's just forcing Dragon's tanks to hide behind the little pillar there, take their cover. Sigma though, Femboy Zarya gets to pick it away. Hook comes in though from Anfuse. He's gonna put them back down. That's a tank trade now. People are even just as I say that. Keller jumps into the backline, finds Suman. Not gonna go very far there as this cart is pushing. They've got to find a touch red hand, and no one does. Wow. Anarchy with the Widow tries to jump in, but all of the tanks for Dragons got distracted, pushing into Coven, and Coven's gonna cap that for basically free.
Wow, Anarchy is amazing with that Widowmaker. I'm sitting here like, whoa, wait, what just happened? But they finally got Anarchy down. Who are some of the players to watch, do you know?
So players to watch, Keller is, you're going to see them either go completely off and get 4 picks or just basically exist. They're very clutch fights here. And Suman as well with the EMP on Sombra. That's one of his kind of there it is, right as I said, the EMP into the team. It's a rather comfort pick for him as they're rolling through now. All of Dragons has the opening as they're showing their way, and Fuse does get stunned out of their heal, but it's not going to matter now as they pop ult. They're going after the Toucan. They are going to find it. Keller, though, into the back line, finds the way with a pick, but not going to be able to too much now as Krizzle actually makes things happen, finding a pick themselves, showing, supports aren't just for healing. We have Terminator out here on Zen.
Not Terminator.
During
the break, I found out Loki was a support main.
I
don't know how I feel as a Lucio main.
Lucio is the best character in the game. They're the best team yet. We do see Suman getting set up again here. A little bit of scouting in the back. Window comes out, not gonna matter though. Huge lift up from Wild now as everyone pushes forward. Coven now gonna have to fall back a little bit, play around this barrier, play around this window, try to get some damage out for you there as the team start to even out a little bit. Rosary does have the pick through that window. Suman though is in the backline finding a way. Rosary not able to get back to the team in time. Falls down now as Coven's pushed up. Their tank line's not there to back. Calypso caught out a little bit as all of Coven just has to rotate back and away now, focus on the Sombra a bit. Anarchy up on the high ground, keeping them from really pushing out too much. There's too much to distract them. And Hyde, as I say that, gets pulled, barely manages to get back to the high ground in time. It's just Wild now, saving this cart now, just due to Anfuse flanking behind. Rally is coming out, keeping everyone alive, giving them the armor they need, but the trance is going to counter that as they trance into the entire team. There's the EMP pinning everyone back. Not a lot of damage and mitigation now. They don't have any support to do it, so the only option is rotate away. All of Coven too split to really make a play here. They've got to just exit around and find their way back home. I'm so sorry.
No, you should see my face. I'm just like, oh my god.
This is what I do for Vulpines. It's so much fun to just.
It's amazing. No, keep going.
Alright. Anfuse there tries to get an ult.
I just want to make sure you can breathe.
No, absolutely, totally fine. Anfuse there tries to get an ult off, not able to find it. Window comes out, 2 very quick picks, trying to pull Wild in. The combo's not quite there. Does get the shield up in time, gonna keep themselves alive. All of Dragons though falling very quickly due to the simple window play. All the damage coming through it. Not enough really mitigation there to keep it going. It's just Wild and Suman trying to keep themselves alive. Anarchy's poking in the back. If they can get their team back soon enough, then it won't matter too much now. But Coven already rotated on the high ground, setting themselves for yet again another push ready. They have the ults to back it. High Noon trying to keep up a little bit. The window's there to, the window's there to get some damage, but Coven just rotates back. They don't really need to engage on that. They have the cart control as we slowly push around now. Bongo comes out, Lift comes out, tanks into the air for Dragons now. They're not having a whole lot of help there. There's just too much ult, too much damage. They try to get the immortality, not going to keep anyone alive, as everyone just has to take cover away from the bob that's been thrown in, and it looks like Dragons is going to have to run away as this cart slowly pushes up into point. And right as I say that, Caster's Curse.
They're like, Alley Cat must be overwhelmed now. I'm just watching the game like you all are.
It's fun though, like casting just.
It's amazing. This is why I watch like different leagues, because I just love hearing like the caster and watching the action. So it's amazing. So no, please.
Looks like we are having a little bit of duel on this high ground now. Both tank lines trying to force it in. The Lift comes out, only catches Sigma, but there's not a whole lot helping him out there. As I was, immortality right at the last moment. It looks like Dragons is going to maintain control of the high ground, but there is nothing contesting cart, so it's just free pushed up a little bit. And right as I say that, once again, Caster's Curse, the tank line for Dragons, or as I was, Coven, is going to fall away, leaving just Dragons with the control of the point. Have you what's probably like your favorite play or favorite hero comp that you see in Overwatch?
Right now, I like anything with like that's mobile, because I'm usually a Lucio main, so like mobile comps.
Absolutely keep an eye on Calypso then. The Lucio is so fun, and the great pull combo there as well, getting set up thanks to the pull from Emblem. Really just makes it opening, and they can just put all of the damage through they need there, keeping people out of cover, and there's no one to contest cart now. Just leaving Toucan back on the cart to push his way all the way through as we just control this high ground. Keller's on the Hanzo as well, makes it very deadly for anyone trying to pick. Instantly erases all of the shields too, and this cart starts to get around the bend. We have, Sumet there ready to contest cart now as we roll into overtime. Finding the Resume's picks. High Noon comes out. The wind is there to match it. Everyone has to run to cover. Zarya does not get there in time. Sigma falls down. We see Dragons in the backline trying to find someone. Does find Sumet Star. Finds Anfuse right after. Keller is trying to pull this team back from the brink. 2 fall. There comes the Bob now from Rosary, keeping everyone pushed back. Like, finds the way. Enough damage there to keep it out. Sumet is gonna find a hack off on Bob, so it's not gonna be too much something to worry about right now. Crizzle there on Zen trying to find it. Keller though, right as I say, it gets put back down away. Ball rolling in as the duel of the ball is getting ready to spin to win. Can they kill him before the rest of the team gets back? And it looks like they cannot. Anarchy throws it on Doomfist. Throws the team away from the cart now. Emblem trying to get it, but the hack's in from Sumet on the side. Finally, Lift comes out, doesn't catch anyone though. Wild not able to catch them. The target focus from Dragons now pulling through, or from Coven now, as I was pulling through, finding the targets. It's Crizzle off on the side, trying to stay alive as Moria to get their fade back. Not gonna happen. Sumet Star is back on this Lucio, jumping around, trying to find their way, and they also aren't going to find it. cap in overtime for Coven.
GG's. Wow, that was really a fun match.
You should, if you like Lucio, absolutely.
I always love a spin to win.
Fun.
I think that's like our third spin to win on this channel, but hey, can't beat a join it, right?
Exactly. If you love Lucio, though, Krizzle is the definition of a Reddit Lucio. You're gonna see them jumping on everything, and Calypso also very, very fun. They're very. I'm trying to find the right word for it. They play a little bit like with the team Lucio, but they know how to go out and get their boobs and
get
help
the
out their
boobs.
team. Exactly.
Yeah.
If you like mobile comps, we do have Brawl now set up, ready to go.
Hey, I'm just here to watch some competitive Overwatch, and then now I'm just here to listen to Loki. I was like this the whole time. It's like, oh, okay, all right, get into it. Yeah, see the chat now. The chat's like Loki. Okay, all right, chat, calm down. Just enter the giveaway. No, I'm kidding. Hey,
Who doesn't want a new
Loki-
hoodie though? Like it's a
Yeah.
hoodie. Hoodies are the
Yeah.
best. Hoodies
See?
are the best article of clothing, like bar none.
But this is why you have to support Volpine and Agave, because you get to hear more Loki. There you go.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I cast pretty much every Friday for Volpines. Usually with Tilt, and it's a great time. Volpines they're such an amazing org, and Dynamos is so fun to watch. I'm hoping to see and cast some OD games for them. It looks like we are
wow.
gonna get started
We're
now.
getting started.
A little bit of spawn door hold. We see Keller on the Mei. He is a Mei one trick. So
Ooh.
that's kind of signature hero now. As we're crashing in, Emblem going hard on that, not letting anyone step outside the door. Calypso not letting Wild leave. It's just Suma now trying to kite around the back line as Echo not gonna get very far, however. As we get set up once again, it looks like we are gonna see a comp switch from the side of Dragons now as they realize that Brawl might be a pretty good idea here to hold this. Get out of our own spawn room.
Yeah, I'm surprised we saw
Bastion
Jungle
as well.
Town first.
Suman is a Bastion main actually as well. They love switching onto the Bastion anytime they're able to, and it looks like now is their calling as they try to roll out a little bit here. Both Wild and Fused just poking a little bit, trying to find their way. The wall does come out though. They're not going to get very far. The rest of their team just sat up in point. Sat up in spawn as I was. Sure enough, all of Coven is going to take advantage of that, crashing through, not letting anyone leave. There's Calypso going after Krizzle. It's the Lucio v Lucio, but the Diva for Coven is not going to let the duel happen as they steal that kill.
I'm just gonna say, not only do I love the name Coven, but now I like how they play.
It's so fun. Oh, Rosary though is going to get picked out early by Anarchy. Huge beam comes through. It's just Wild Beast.
Wow.
Straighted away by the wall as everyone tries to take this high ground. Sumet pumping in damage, but there's a Zarya and there's an Emblem right there ready to cap all of it.
Ooh,
Dragons
awesome.
is, it's a zoning ult. As Shatter comes through from Emblem finds too. Lamp is going to find them in time, but there's not a lot of follow-up there. The beat from Calypso finds everyone except for Zarya, keeping all the team they need. They're trying to aggro hard now, but there's a windowed Bastion up on that high ground. Throws down a ton of damage. Rosary barely able to get up there and take care of it as the support is there to help him out, and just right into the fist of Anarchy. It looks like Coven is going to have to pull back a little bit here now as they try to just get themselves out, find a space, maybe live until the rest of the team can get back. Keller trying to find a way, dueling this Wild Beast, has to put up a wall to get himself back, but it looks like Emblem's here to help out now again as we do have Suman on Bastion. Finding the high ground, not playing Pirate Ship. They don't have the barriers in order to do that, so they're going to have to play high ground to high ground, move around when they need to. Anarchy set up a very good angle there as Mayo does come out from Keller though. Barrier, all of the support ults coming out. Everyone is pressing Q. Rosary goes hard into the back line, or at front line as I was. Picks up one and separates the entire rest of the team. It's just Sumet and Sumet Star. Left
I
now.
too was pressing Q.
If you're not pressing Q, are you really even playing the game? Oh,
I don't
Sumet
know.
Star with an exit pick
Ooh.
actually.
That was
Very
a nice pick there.
That was nice. Just jump back over the fence and find their way. All right, getting set up once again. The Coven is going to have to back up and play it a little bit slow here as they are down a Reinhardt. They do have the mech now. As Coven, as I was, Dragons is in a little bit of similar position, waiting for Sument to get back. Emblem starting to get there, but the grab comes out. Dragons to follow up. There's no immortality field there. That's going to be the end of Calypso. The bomb out over the top, trying to find two. Does find one and ends up getting Anfused as well. The pressure there is just too much for him. Trying to roll through now. The teams are even. It's going to be, they have to aggro in and collapse on one target. And Coven does manage to do so, finding Sument. They're even now. Coven has the spawns. They can just play it slow and get back. There's, right as I say that, it's just saying as a 3v3. Immortality from the wild west doesn't quite find the target. And now it's gonna be Coven once again with the spawns. Mail on point. Window coming through. Everyone from Coven is pressing Q all at once. The DMAC is gonna come through, but they do have cart control now, meaning they can play a little bit slower. All of the spawns, however, coming back from Dragon's side, trying to push through hard now. Toucan on the Moira, throws out the Coalescence. Anarchy wants that win. It's overtime. Someone has to touch point, and Crizzle does so. It's just tanks and supports now on point. They've just got to live until the rest of the team can get back. But Toucan is on Moira, and what's better Moira than a DPS Moira? Find 2 picks. Anfuse now spins to win. They have the immortality to keep themselves alive, but it's gonna fall very quickly. Can anyone touch point? Summit Star, Wild, please get there. No, not in time.
Oh, wow. I was watching Crizzle and I'm like, this is why I love Lucio. Jump on it now. So
Crizzle
close.
just wants to backline. He just wants to jump in there. He thinks every comp is a dive comp.
It is.
I mean, if you play it right.
First rule of Lucio, every comp is a dive comp.
Every comp is a dive comp.
I too was all pressing Q, and you say everyone is pressing Q. I was like, oh yeah, I'm pressing Q. Wow, what a great match. So Coven was able to hold, right?
Yes, Coven won that one.
I'm trying to get the teams. I'm still at the point of trying to figure out which team is which. I'm pretty sure Coven is red.
Coven is on attack, going to be attacking first for pretty much all of it.
Are they blue now, or are they still red?
They're still red.
Okay, they're still.
Yeah, Dragons is on defense here. So, Dragons, like, they're blue, they're all nice and scaly, they're the blue team. Whereas Coven's, they're casting magic, Scarlet Witch, they're the red team.
Oh, don't say Scarlet.
Oh?
Yeah, I'm not a fan since comics, but we will leave it there. Leave it there. I enjoyed WandaVision for what it was.
WandaVision was fun. It's, I got to worry about Wanda dealing with their trauma instead of dealing with my own,
Yeah.
That was my favorite tweet by far. I saw that on Twitter, just like, wait, now that WandaVision is ending, whose trauma am I going to focus on? I can't focus on my own.
But it was what we needed for the moment.
It was really fun. I really enjoed it, and actually, it was just a solid depiction of everything. It looks.
I'm actually looking forward to Loki, which is funny.
Loki, as am I. Could you tell?
Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna
see the setup here.
Oh, Keller, very quick pick on Sumet Star. That is all of the healing basically for Dragon's Gone, or as for Dragon's Gone, they've got to take this fight very quickly, and it's not gonna follow. Anarchy does find a pick, but I think that's gonna be it. Anarchy finds 2 actually. Anarchy kind of popping off actually.
I'm Doomfist going off a little bit before, but yeah. Wow, that was a quick point.
That's a comp. That's a lot of burst and ult focus damage. But they're also running Cleave Comp. Interesting. Cleave Comp, it allows you to do a lot. It's a lot of just straight up frontline damage. And they do have the immortality to help it out now a little bit. Going up on this high ground, the war for high ground does commence, pushing everyone other than Suman off of it. As everyone just drops back down. We do have Toucan up on this high ground now, so he's going to be pretty safe from everything that's not a Genji. And all of Coven now just rolling through Dragons. Wow. There is not a whole lot defending them. That roll from first point to second point on 2CP is just so important. If you can get set up and pop through that very first push.
Zarya is playing Genji right now. Oh, damn.
I tried Zarya. It's scary.
Wow. GG's.
I mean, it's you know, it's 2 CP. It goes quick
It
sometimes.
goes quick sometimes. That was actually a great rotation if I've never seen one that
Yeah,
quick.
like when you gotta go clear your high ground so that you don't have to worry
Mhm.
about stuff just plinking you, if you know, from behind. It makes your life hard when you know.
Very, yeah. But wow, okay. So, oh, we're back to us. Oh wow. Yeah, you
Oh,
just saw us like, I don't know, 3 minutes
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
2 minutes.
That was 1:30. Took them a minute 30 to go and make that push
Wow.
there. So very, very fast.
Yeah. So are both these teams in the same elo?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
Uh, by SR average,
Okay.
Dragons is going to be around 3,750.
Hmm.
That's actually their mandated cap for the league they're looking to play in.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
whereas Coven is more about 4.2.
Okay.
For scrim level, at the moment, Coven's scrimming about 4.3, and Dragons is around 3.9, 4.0. So
Okay.
there is a skill difference between the teams. They just wanted to show off a little bit for stream tonight, and so yeah, they're playing a little bit
Don't
more fun
call them
strats.
out. It's fine. It's
Oh, they're
fine.
playing a little bit more fun strats than they normally would. Keller back on the May. It is his one trick. Is they're trying
Ooh.
to beam down Wild once again, bop him off the point. Very quick DMAC. His loose, or as it was, his monkey got booped down, so he didn't have his help out that he needed up top. And it looks like they are trying to back cap though. They might get one tick out of it if they're quick. Never mind. Zarya is back on the point, beaming people down. It's just the Tracer. Anarchy moving, dashing around. He's gonna have to recall, run back to his team. He tries to play ringer on the Rosie with Rosie.
Oh no.
Not gonna happen though. Keller is there to stop them. Very sad.
Wow. I think they are showing off now. I just heard Lucio say nothing's gonna stop.
Just, you know, they're gonna have fun. They've got up
Yeah.
on the background now, having a little bit of weight, dashing into this hard, not letting any aggression stop them. The Maywall does come out, splitting all of Dragons down the middle. Keller finds yet another one. It's the immortality keeping everyone alive. They can just aggro hard with that. Nothing can kill them until that's gone. And they take full advantage of that. Anarchy, though, does end up finding another one. Anarchy is the shining star for Dragons right now.
Oh. DPS main, I guess.
Absolutely. They're the joke that we have with them is they're the best roster fill on the planet. Because the way the SR average works, if you want to have higher SR players, you got to even it out with lower SR ones.
Oh.
And so Anarchy is like, even though they play on a 3-7 team, I think their average is like 3,000. And
wow.
so they're the best roster fill on the planet, is what we say of the best budget player. And the wall does come out, splitting Anfuse from the rest of the team. That gives Coven the green light to go, find their way. Dragons does end up scattering a little bit, but they've got 2 on point. Unless they can contest that, they're going to find a tick. Nope, not happening today. They did manage to pull Coven back to the point to deal with it, but because of that, the entire rest of Dragons is split. They don't have the support they need to finish out that fight. So we're getting down into 2 minutes, probably about 2 or 3 fights left here.
Yeah. They're actually doing a great job defending the point.
Doing really well. I love the aggressiveness that they have. It's not stopping for anything. We're starting to roll through choke now. They do get through choke, but they're gonna have to deal with wild. Never mind. The May ult and grab comes up. Everyone is frozen. The immortality is not gonna last very long. I said we might have 2 or 3 fights left, but if it keeps going at this pace, we might end up having 4. As Crystal just dances around, makes it a little bit hard for them to send him home. You love the Lucio dances. They're so fun.
Yeah. Femboy Zarya is just beaming it.
I
I love it. I just love it.
Right, getting set up once again. Dragon, or as it was, Coven's back on this high ground, ready to go. Emblem drops in. It's the drop, the big one. Beat and Wall come out to counter this high noon, keeping everyone alive. Shadow comes through right into Anfuse shield. That's going nowhere. Looks like teams have switched sides though. Attacking, defending, attacking. There's the grab. Just hoping to keep them in grab for long enough to find the point maybe. Not enough damage to contest it now. All of Coven just rolling through. And that's going to be yet another fight swing. We've got 1 more left in the tank and not a ton of ults from the side of Dragons.
The May split is just amazing to watch. Every time the wall comes down and just splits the team.
May split is it. You know, that's what's so important, is it really does like give you the opening that you need. It forces you to play around it. You've just really got to play tight around your Reinhardt. There's the Mei walls once again. The Mei freeze comes out, but it's not going to find a whole lot. Emblem does manage to fall though. This is the first fight that Coven's going to have to go through without their main tank, and they're not having great luck with it now. Krizzle in the back line, fighting the McCree and the Baptiste from the side of Coven. And both of them rolling away, can't deal with them quite yet, have to focus on the point, try to keep their team alive. Sumed Star, though, decides they want to take the Baptiste fight and win it. Cap in overtime for Dragons. We are going to see a second point now, as Rosary does just have to reset at the end there.
Yeah, that was a really good wall. They actually walled in the Zarya into the building to cap the point. That was really cool.
It like that one of I think only would have worked had they actually gotten that take beforehand. It went pretty well. We see yet another fight for this high ground though. People from Coven slowly leaving. Shatter goes, but there's no one left on high ground. You did too good of a job for that to have any use. The wall comes out, splitting the team in two. That's gonna make it very hard for healing to get to the rest of Dragons now. The Zarya ult comes out, finds three, actually puts them all up in the corner. High Noon to try to give himself some distance along with that immortality. Does end up working now. The Mei ult from the side of Coven comes out, catches no one, but it does split the entire team. As it was, it catches one person. It's Ryan. They run off the map. No one's getting out of that one. It's just like, you know, no one wins in a headbutt. No one wins in a Ryan pin off the map.
Oh, poor Ryan. I hate to see it. What a fight for the high ground, but Coven did a great job.
My favorite thing was the April Fool's experimental, you know. Ryan's charge has 200% more power steering. You know, pristine German engineering right there. Looks like Rosary is going for a bit of a cheeky play. It does have to leave off high ground very quick. The Mei ult comes in, that's gonna freeze Rosary, not gonna let him use his high noon now, as everyone focuses in on the McCree. Running through that, Dragons does have some good point control now, but Coven's right there to meet them. They're gonna have to fight. The wall comes out, splitting the team. They do break it very quickly, but not quick enough. That immortality is not fast enough. It's just that little half seconds that's winning these fights right now, as all of Coven is gonna end up taking that one. There's Calypso chasing after Wild, but he's gonna find the ledge to throw himself off it for the reset.
Oh.
What do you think of these little high ground plays that they keep doing?
I think they're so effective just because the Mei split coming from the high ground is just always like cool to watch, especially for our point of view. Whoa!
It's a huge flank from Emblem there, all the way behind. It's the back of it's in the back. Rhine Shatter. No one was ready for that. Everyone.
I wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't ready for that. I had cast review and I wasn't ready for it. We did have the mail at the end there. Anfuse is trying to stay alive a little bit, but he is going to get sent back, and it looks like we are in one fight territory now. I was
just
pretty bad.
sentence, and we're like, oh, the shatter.
I literally had the thought of like, where'd Emblem go? And sure enough, just bop. And sure enough, Keller once again on the cheeky play. The Diva Bomb comes out, finds Toucan. No healing now for the side of Coven, but I'm not sure how much it's going to matter. The damage there is just too much. Coven's playing very cheeky now with all of these flanks. Anarchy finds one, and Krizzle does manage to get on the point, so they are going to trigger overtime, but I don't know if there's anyone else to come and help them. Does have to hide off on the side, trying to get that last second touch, keep it alive just a little bit longer. Sure enough, here's Enfos in to touch the point once again. They've got the touch back and forth, but I don't know if they can stall it for long enough to get their team back to take it. Sure enough, Sumet Star pulls pistol. I love it. Love to see it. You know, we're not going to win, but Sumet Star got to pull the pistol. They got the pistol kill on Mercy. That's all that matters. That's the true victory.
Hey,
right.
Battle Mercy is everything.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. They're so competitive. It's so fun. Oh, we got about probably like 20 minutes before we pull for the giveaway. So make sure you all join the giveaway. Did you join the giveaway?
Absolutely. Who doesn't want a new hoodie?
Hey, go for it. Oh, Busan. I love Busan. One of my favorite maps. I don't know why. Everyone else hates them.
Busan's so fun. It has the dance. It has the DDR machine. That's all I care about, you know.
The DDR machine.
Absolutely. Who doesn't love a good game of DDR? DDR is the best game on the planet.
You just go to Busan just to go on Dance Dance Revolution.
Absolutely. I used to go. There's a place near here. It's called like Grand Station. I used to go there all the time just to play DDR. I would spend like $40 on
Oh my
DDR
God.
tonight. It was so fun. I love DDR.
Are you like a serious DDR person? Because I love watching people do it, and I'm like, oh, how?
I don't know how serious I am. I don't know if I'd call myself good. I just love it so much. It is the worst Eurobeat and K-pop that you could ever want. It's all terrible. There's not a single good song in the entire playlist. I imagine when they made that game, they looked around and was like, okay, we need songs for this. What are the cheapest, worst songs that we can put on this machine?
True.
Someone was like, I know a guy. I have a database.
You have like his unreleased mixtapes.
Exactly. He's like, I got the most fire mixtape, guys.
And they're like super fast. Like
They're like 500 beats per minute. You're gonna love it.
oh my god, my cheeks hurt. I tell every guest, I'm like, after every show, I'm like, my cheeks hurt because I'm usually smiling or laughing so hard. It's just always such a joy. oh my god.
Are going very hard now. Emblem on the ball. They're gonna slam in, pick up 6 with that slam. Finds 1 kill off of it, and all of Dragons now just has to play back a little bit. The disrupt is a little bit too much for them to actually pull in. Anarchy though, the Shining Star once again finds a pick. It looks like it's going to be Coven's point, but Dragons does have the spawns here. They have 6 while Coven only has 5.
Right,
They're
yeah.
trying to take on the Echo Mercy. Not going to find a whole lot, but does force them back a bit. As all of Dragons now rolling up under the point. They have the stronger point control, so if they can force the ball, it's going to be theirs. And right as I say that, Keller takes down FPS, or takes down Sumet Star. That's going to be all of the healing from the side of Dragons. They've got to play this fast and find their picks, and it's not finding their way. They're trying to take this brawl on point, but it's not a whole lot. Calypso harasses an Anfuse face. That is some confidence. It's going to go very much to the side of Coven now. It's just Wild and Crizzle on point, and neither of them are even going to get to leave. Sumet Star dying very fast there, and that's going to turn that fight.
Yeah, that's a tough fight, but the Echo Mercy, you counted that. It's just really good to see Echo Mercy. I thought we weren't going to see Echo tonight.
Mercy. I think it's Echo Mercy now. You know, I think Mercy might have a new girlfriend.
I think so too. I'm for it. I should.
Yeah, they're cute together.
Yeah. It used to be Farah, right?
Fire Mercy, yeah.
Yeah. But I think Echo. Oh man, Echo being able to copy ults is.
She can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
All right, getting set up.
I just noticed what you did with that.
The bomb comes out. It is gonna pick up 2 or pick up 1, and once Calypso once again resting in the other team's face. This man's confidence is unbridled. Toucan finding a pick. The support is DPSing. He has the nano even. He is going all of the way. Keller had to copy the other team's Ana just to give him that. All of the teams rolling through now. Mine's on point. This is starting to fall the way of Dragons a little bit here. Sumet does find a pick onto the Echo, so it's going to fall back to him a little bit. It's just Emblem and Rosary trying to keep this going. The point did fall to the side of Dragons during that fight, so they've got all they need. They can just stall this out and wait for their team to get back, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do here. The bomb comes out from Femboy, does find 1, Sumet on the flank, and now it's going to be Coven who's engaging hard off of that. They have the pick, they have the opening. Rosary taking advantage, post bomb into the backline, finds McCree. It's going to be spin to win now a little bit from Emblem here. From Anfuse, has to run away. Keller chases him down. It's Wild with the nano on point, just trying to stall. Not going to get very far there, gets DMAX. Sumet back on the point, pulse bomb goes out, does not find it. Toucan just, it's Zen's just a little bit too strafey. He has a little bit too much mobility for that. Crizzle back on the point. This stall is going on for 9 years. My God.
Can I just say I took a sip of my Pepsi while listening to you because I'm just like, I'm parched. I'm commentating so much. I'm parched. You know.
It's.
I'm just vicariously commentating through you.
All right, we're getting set back up once again. Sumet does end up having to nade themselves in order to keep themselves alive. Toucan taking the duel with Sumet and winning. Anarchy, though, once again, Shining Star picks up 2. Never mind, picks up 3. If this fight's going to be won, it's going to be off the back of those 3 picks. Wild comes in, finds Emblem. The ults here for Dragons coming out strong. All right, getting set back up once again. Do you think dragons can get this one? Do you think they can pull it out?
No. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no, yeah. I mean,
uh,
I have. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I think you predicted
You
it
sold
right.
me with the Echo Mercy there. I'm sorry.
I mean, who doesn't love the Echo Mercy? And
Yeah. And not to mention, Toucan is doing a great job doing like a Zenyatta, and I love a Zenyatta that just could get picks. So it's just been really fun watching Toucan just get like those quick picks.
when you play Zen, you know, you think you're gonna play like, oh yes, it is Monk, it is Serene, it is Zen. No. When you
No.
pick Zen, you've picked the Terminator. You're a Schwarzenegger up in here, ready to just dish out some damage. And it looks like he's doing that once again, focusing down Wild. Gets him all of the way out now. And we're going to be swinging through. That is going to be
Me.
first round.
So I was right. Don't get mad at me, dragons, please.
When you had
Oh, wow.
accurate guess there, they can't fault you for that. Oh, and we lost. We've lost one.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
what's? Oh,
Oh,
DC.
okay, yeah.
DC.
Yeah. That was a really great matchup though, and it was great to see the Echo. Echo's been like a really since I've been because I've been watching more Overwatch than like actually playing. So I really don't get to like play with anyone or and Echo is still kind of new to me. So it's really fun to just catch these streams or like commentate a little bit. Of course, I'm not doing it, you are. And seeing Echo, because it's always interesting to see who Echo copies, because for the most part, I think most copy the tank just
Yeah,
for like health reasons. But yeah.
the ability to just drop in a 500, 600 health something into the backline is just like you can't beat that. That's just I've talked to Echoes a lot of time. They're like, yeah, but like when I use my ability, when I do that, every single person looks at me, and I'm like, that is not a bug. That is a feature, my friend. Like you get to just be all of the disrupt, all of the peel that you ever wanted to be. I love the play there from Keller though, copying Anna.
And I was gonna say, but I'm just like,
You can. It's so good.
hey, sometimes you just gotta play support.
So yeah, I mean, hey. You actually used to see a lot of people copy Brig as Echo, and then they'd get the double rally going, just so that like nothing would die. Like you basically have a team-wide immortality field that moves there.
Yeah, it's just really cool, and I don't know why. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, Echo. But yeah, it's really just fun to watch.
Echo's fun. You can do so much different things. She's so fun to watch.
Yeah. So that's why I was just like, I was really tuned in. I was like, oh wow, like they're really synced. They're like, this is really cool. I like seeing the high level plays. Okay.
Absolutely. Alright, getting set back up once again. Anarchy's back on the Doomfist. It worked pretty well for them earlier. Slam out on the top to this cleave comped Dragons. Gonna have to use Immortality very later to keep them alive. Femboy Zarya, though, is gonna pick up Anarchy. That's 1 DPS down. Only 5 more people to go. Emblem now diving into the backline, finding away all of the disruption. We are gonna see Femboy get DMAX now. A little bit, even the odds a bit. We're gonna have the Doomfist back soon. He does have the mobility. The Diva Pistol, though, takes down Suman. Calypso once again resting in the other team's face. This man has no
It wasn't
fear.
the whole team. It's just the Rhine. It's okay.
Still, like that is no fear. That is so much just, I got this. Hey, you wanna res? You wanna res? I got you. This man, he has no fear.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta go for it.
Yeah,
I
sometimes
respect it.
sometimes you just gotta, you gotta go hard as Mercy. All right, getting set up once again. It looks like we are going to see a hog switch on the side of Dragons. They want to get those hooks and early pickoffs. Anarchy diving into the backline, but it's going to be Sumet that falls as Wild tries to capitalize on, that disruption. Is going to find Toucan, but this picks from Coven is just too much. It's just Anfused. Anifest? Anoofst? I like Anoofst.
I'm not even gonna attempt to say that.
Enough said. Enough said. It's enough said.
Oh, and down goes Crizzle.
Yeah, Crizzle is gonna fall early. No more speedy Lucio Boy, even though he is on Ana for this one. Getting set back up once again. It looks like we're just gonna be waiting for him to get back. Yeah, you don't want to dive in without your flex support. That's all of your healing.
Yeah.
Um,
They're doing great picking off the heals, by the way. When they first set up, they picked off the Mercy and the
Wild here doing a very good job of clearing that high
I mean,
ground.
the Anna. Oh my god,
Yeah.
crazy. The Anna and the Baptiste.
Baptiste,
really quick,
yeah. It looks
It's
like,
like
Wild.
you can see the plays. Go for it. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's so good, so good. Yeah, Wild there just dives deep into the back line, is going to find a lot of people, but while he's doing that, the rest of Dragons gets caught out. It's just enough said now. He gets the nano. He's trying to ult his way through. Sumet picks up one, and enough said picks up one, and they're rotating back to the point now. Anarchy's back, ready to fight. They're going to find Femboy. Is he ready to follow it up? Not quite. He tries to follow up on Emblem, but he's a little bit too high in the air. You can't, that was just a new, an April Fool's thing of being able to aim the punch, and can't do that anymore.
That was a great play there. They actually got a couple picks early and then was able to take the point. Like that's actually
They had a really good disengage of just keep everyone alive, keep everyone good, play for your life, and then we know we have the spawns, so we can just go back in here.
yeah, I the window pick. I was like, oh, that sucks.
Window is such a fun ability. Well, they made it ways that it used to be really hard. So most at times you would just have to use solo ult it.
Yeah.
Now though, you can really use it for whatever. Emblem goes deep into the backline, pops mines, find Crizzle, can't get out in time. Over on the backside here, we see Toucan does have to pop Zeno to keep everyone up and going, but oh no! Wow, tried to jump back to the point to help, ended up walking into a mine, and now it's just enough said. And Sumet here, he has his blade. Is he gonna 6v1 blade? Nope, because he's just gonna get taken out by the Terminator. And that looks like it's going to be point number 2. Never mind, Anarchy barely gets there in time. They're gonna reset the clock. Wild's in right after them, goes after Keller, does find them. They have the immortality, keeping them a little bit alive. They have the nano, it's gonna reduce all damage incoming. Trying to jump into the backline, finds Toucan. This man is the Terminator though. Finds the headshot, not anything stopping him here. Genji Blade in the backline, once again going after Toucan. Finally, this monk falls. It's just enough said now, spinning around the point. No one has the touch. Anarchy can't get there in time. Once again, side of Coven.
So close.
Almost.
So close. But this is a scrim, right? You learn from scrims and it's fun, yeah. And they're just showing us. I'm talking to the viewers now. They're just showing us what they can do, and it's just amazing.
I like seeing it when they can play like a little bit freer of, it's a scrim, it's an internal. You don't really need to if you lose, if you win, it's not really so important. Calypso and Crizzle are just so fun on Lucio. I'm gonna actually. Chris, Reddit Lucio.
Not Reddit.
You have permission. There
Not
it is.
bad. Oh no.
Bet. Let's go.
Loki has unleashed.
I'm unleashed the beast. There's nothing containing them any longer.
Watch a Loki stream on DDR.
Oh god.
Hey, we need to get that done. We need to get that.
I'll be so embarrassed.
Don't be.
All
right, we're back.
Started here once again. We have a little bit of a dive here from the side of Coven and Brawl from the side of Dragons here as this fight's getting started, ready to go. Anarchy wants to take it, changes his mind. No, not today, not for me. That's a whole lot of very mean people. As all of Coven now getting set up on that high ground, ready to go. Keller is also on the Doomfist, takes his pick on Crizzle. No Reddit Lucio today. Keller also follows it up, going after the other Doomfist. I'm the only one allowed to play Doomfist today. Finds a third one. This man is boxing his way to a victory. Finds 3 off of the punches.
They said, let us clear the way.
Ali up in here, just punching his way through.
Wow.
All right, getting set up once again. No comp switches from the side of Dragons here. They want to stay with this as they push through this choke now. Getting set up, swinging through a little bit, trying to find an opening. Not going to find a whole lot here. Emblem responding in kind, jumping into the back. They have to use their mortality. It looks like they might just rotate to the other side now. Yep, they are, but all of Coven picks up on it in time. Ults come out very quickly. Toucan picks up Sumet. Not a lot of damage. Both DPSs fall. They've got to get out or take to this point quickly, and it's going to be just die. As Calypso just boop onto the Baby D.Va off the map. Actually, not even Baby D.Va. That was full D.Va.
Yeah, that was full deal. Oh, down goes Crizzle. I want to see the Reddit.
Not giving him a whole lot of opportunities. There's not a whole lot he can jump on from the side of and Coven right now. He's got to find his way. He hasn't done it in a while, you know. I've made him play actual scrim Lucio. All right, we do have a little bit of a Lucio duel up on the bridge here. Back and forth. Anarchy does pull off a die, or Rosary pulled off die, as this Lucio duel continues to go on, and it looks like it's going to be Crizzle that wins it through default of D.Va Bomb. And he's back on the point now. It's just him alone. He's gone off. Where'd he go? Where's he gone? Where did he go, actually?
I don't know.
Oh, he's off fighting Calypso again. This Lucio duel does not stop. He's taking it to his spawn. I've given him permission, and he has gone all out. Color, knowing, you know, this is not for me. It is the Lucio's time to shine. Dueling back and forth now. They're both on heels. One of them got the health back now, just keeping it going. Who cares about the fight? This is the real battle. It's Lucio. Neither one of them are falling low. They're keeping each other up. The farthest one we've seen one fall is half health. The sound barrier to keep everyone up and going. This response. Crystal is not letting a bit of distance go, and neither is Calypso. Finally, they both have to go back to the point now and play the video game. No more there. Oh no, neither one of them could find a kill on the other. That was so amazing. Crystal, coward. Fight me.
Tracer said enough.
It's time to play the video game again.
Yeah.
No more Lucio, it's time to scrim, you know?
I'm laughing so hard, I'm sorry.
So good. Infuse tries to shatter through, just get a little bit of space from this point. He does have the Sumet Star to keep him alive, but not for very long. He's not gonna fall soon after. Caster's Curse, Caster's Curse once again. And Sumet just on the point now, finding their way. They have the recall to stay alive for a little bit, but there's not a whole lot of ults from the side of Dragons. They've got to find their way. They got to find it quick. Color is not happy about oh, he threw himself off the map. Just doing this. A comedy of errors from either side right now. Emblem diving back in, trying to stop this point from going, and finally, we will have Coven capping it. My God.
Oh, I think the highlight was the Lucio. That was amazing.
The Lucio duel, it's just so good.
Oh man, thank you, Crizzle.
Oh, we're going one more on the night. Last map.
Yeah, so make sure you join the giveaway. The giveaway is gonna go off during this match, and then so make sure you join in chat. If you are not sure how to join, just ask, and we'll show you the instructions once again. I think it's exclamation ticket space 1000. You have to tell 1000 tickets, and it's for a Corsair hoodie. So good luck to everybody. 6 minutes before giveaway. Excitement.
Calypso, that was the most stressful moment of my life. Looks like we are gonna see it again. Crizzle v Calypso. Oh wait, nope.
No.
Calypso is. It looks like the team has pressured them into playing Brig.
They have to play serious.
Sad time.
Oh, don't at me. That's all Loki. Oh, I know it's not about me tonight, I guess. I'm the co-host tonight.
You're great.
It's
You're
okay.
great. It's amazing.
Like I'm saying that with all due respect.
Oh,
because
it's
that's
so
the
fun
basic.
casting with you. It genuinely is. I'm having a great
All
time.
I'm doing is laughing and going, "Oh, wow." Yeah, I'm like the soundboard you never had.
You're great, like genuinely.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch that. I honestly, I think I was just so intrigued to watch the teams just because like it's my first time seeing them as well. So I
They're
might
they're
get
both
quiet.
they're both such great teams. Honestly, like they're both so positive. Every single fight after every fight, I always hear Kevin like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Focus up for the next one." Like
Yeah,
whatever happened that fight, it doesn't matter. Let's just get it going. And
yeah,
they're also supportive of each other, especially on Dragons as well. Like they're always coming around and like, hey, like this is what matters. We're here as a team. We're gonna work together and figure ourselves out. They're just both such great teams. I love working with them both so much.
not. I almost had you last time.
Oh, they had to reload. The reload is what kept us from seeing an
Oh.
end to the Lucio duel. All right, back in now. It looks like we are going to have a war of the Genjis, and Sumet falling very quickly to Rosary there. Tracer just beaming them down. No Nano Cyborg today for the side of Dragons. Jumping into this high ground now, we see the war up on here, trying to just take off, actually just get some distance, but a little bit of poke in. Tries to jump back in. Crizzle says, no, get away from me, Emblem. No monkeys allowed on the platform. No monkeys jumping on the bed. Emblem now back up, ready to fight, ready to go on his way. Not finding a whole lot there, as enough said is actually going to be the response, leading in, allowing Sumet to pick up Femboy, and Anarchy follows suit as well. All of Dragons here crashing in very hard into Coven, but Cart here pushed almost up past this turn. It's a lot of progress for 1 minute. It's going to be up to Dragons to kind of, counter that point and keep it there.
Yeah. That was actually a quick play. I didn't even see it. I was like, wow, they start so fast. I love it though. It's competitive from start to finish.
A lot of dive. We'll see kind of like go back and forth one way or the other, and then there'll be one final dive where it just all falls together. And there's the Nano Monkey onto enough set, right as I say it, trying to push through and make this fight quick. Anarchy following behind, going after the Zarya. They are gonna pick one up. And now it's just Emblem here trying to keep their way. Rosary is trying to help them out a little bit, but they are going to have to disengage. Sumet, the exit pick there. So if Coven can go quick, they're going to be able to get set back up. Anarchy and Keller trade out with the pulse bomb. Very little cheeky DPS switch there. You get me, I get you. All right.
Yeah.
Rolling back up now, the anti-nade comes out. Emblem, no fear though. I don't need healing to keep me alive. Jumps up on top of Blue Box, trying to get some high ground separation there. Jumping back into the background, but Emblem's going to take a little bit of a nap now as his team gets diva bombed. 2 cannon up, Calypso falling very soon after that. Emblem trying to primal, get himself set back up as Rosary dives into the backline. Has to disengage a little bit, however. Tracer will duel off on the side, and Tracer, as I was Rosary diving back into this now. Deep under the point, it looks like he's gonna be fighting Crizzle. Crizzle chases down Rosary. That is a Reddit pick for you right there as he emotes on top of Rosary's corpse.
Crizzle's like, let's do this.
I'm here. I've been unleashed.
Blame Loki. Hashtag blame Loki in chat.
All right, diving back in now. There's the dueling nano blades. Beat from the side of Dragon, trying to keep them alive a little bit longer. Sumet goes deep into the backline, finds 3 off of that blade. As Keller only ends up having 1. That's going to be Nano Blade diff as it goes to the side of Dragons now. Do you like Nano Blades? Do you like this place?
I hate Anna. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah.
Oh my god. Why do you hate Ana? They pair so nicely with Lucio.
Ana is just like, she's not. You know what? I'm lying because if it's Ana, Lucio on Ilios, I love it to death.
Ilios is such a fun map for that.
It's amazing. Favorite map by far, but yeah.
You are a Lucio player.
I'm very hit and miss with. Like, you have to be a great Ana.
Yeah.
Especially with me, but yeah.
All right. Looks like we are going to see a pretty quick fight here as Crizzle tried to be Reddit once again, and Rosary was just like, nah, you can eat this pulse bomb. Tosses it right on them now. It looks
I feel like I can hear Rosary going, be serious, be serious.
All right, right at the end, Dragons is going to have another fight and recontest here, so this card's not going to get there for free. It is overtime, so do or die for both teams now. Wild finds 2 turns. That's going to be all of the healing on the side of Coven. They've got to play quick and get kills before they all die. Femboy taking that onto their back, picks up Wild very early on here now. and it's enough said on cart, trying to keep it said enough, trying to keep up enough damage and enough control so that Coven doesn't just roll through. And it's Crizzle right at the end, gonna have, you know, a little bit of DJ.
Yeah.
You can take me, but you're taking me with my DJ equipment.
Oh wow, they actually kept sleeping Emblem, and I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, night night.
You know, sometimes you just gotta have a little rest. Gotta get your beauty
Yeah.
sleep.
But they
All
were
right.
able to get to the checkpoint, so
We get to see a little bit more here from Coven's attack as they're getting set up once again. Calypso just on the break, pushing that cart. Not gonna be super involved with this as the rest of the team is pushing forward. There's the Nano, there's the Blade, diving in, picks up one, picks up two. Watch him go. He looks like he's looking for a third. He is gonna find it now. It's gonna swing Dragons very quickly off of the back of those two ults. Not a whole lot stopping them as they find 4, they find 5. Enough said, keeping them from the 6K.
I feel like I haven't seen Genji plays in a while. I don't know why.
Genji actually only recently got buffed, and even then, you don't see him a whole lot. I think they're just, oh no!
No.
Barely gets out of the pulse bomb. And his Anarchy just takes a nap, gets dived in by Emblem, but he has his team there to help him out. You know, hey, wake up! We gotta fight. We got a game to play. Diving on to Shuttle now, trying to keep a little bit of space, a little bit of high ground control as Emblem pops Primal. He's not letting him get away that easily. Let's chase him down now, looking for the honor. They're gonna find him. Keller is there to pick up and clean up for the Monkey as we're just swinging in this point. We're taking a brawl here in the little room off to the side onto mini room. And it looks like Rosary on this crate is just gonna find everything else they need. Calypso, beep, just boop. You know.
Hey, you like to see it. You love to see it, I should say. Catherine had won. Wow. Catherine, you should. Wow, who
Catherine.
rolled again? TK Dragon won the giveaway. Congratulations. Make sure you message Bayou.
They're a great person who helps out with Volpines. They're so much fun.
Oh, is it someone from Volpine?
That is someone from Volpines.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, up on this high ground now. Wild booping him off. That's my high ground. You don't get to sit up here. And once again, this cart's just going to be rolling very slowly forward. Both teams getting, you know, just a bit of poke against each other, finding their way just a tad. As Enough Said dives in the backline, followed by a bomb. An Emblem, though, throws his bubble right over it. That bomb is going nowhere as Nanoblade once again comes out, but there's not a whole lot for him to find. Enough Said already split the team way up, and so it's just going to be Sumet trying to chase something down now. There's a minute left on the clock. Sumet, can he get out? Yes, he can, but only barely. Never mind. Right as I say it, Caster's Curse once again. I seem to have an issue with that tonight.
You've been on the money, no?
I'm just consistently wrong, is the
Just
thing.
accidentally wrong.
Yeah.
say that.
All right.
I feel like the tracers are just like catching everyone. I'm like, are the tracers the captains?
No. I don't. It's actually Sumet, the DPS Reaper, is
Ooh.
and Sumet Star, the captain's here for Dragon. Sumet Star, though, right as I say, gets caught in the grab, so he's not going a whole lot of places.
Stop saying names. Stop.
I know. 20 seconds left on this clock now, so it's going to be Crizzle and Sumet trying to keep this contest up long enough for the rest of the team to get back. Sumet now does have to Wraith out, so this card's going to roll forward a little bit, but the rest of Dragon's ready to re-engage now, and sure enough, Sumet does get dinked down, but his team is all here, ready to play. Rally trying to keep everyone alive. Wild's going to fall low, get taken out by the Widow in the background. Crizzle jumping after Widow. They are going to find him. There's the Reddit plays. It's going to be about even now, but Dragons has the spawn, so they can keep it going. They're going to be able to get back soon enough. Crizzle tries to get back to their team. They are going to find a Reaper. A little bit of safe shoots there, but not for long. Chased down by Rose. It's just Sumet now wraithing on cart. Please come save me, team. I need you to stall. I need some help. Sumet Star on the Moira, ready to go, ready to play, but not for very long. Enough said. Can he spin to win? Keep it going. It's going to be Anarchy keeping it alive for a little bit longer, and there's the spin to win. Spinning around a point. Calypso tries to bail him away, keep him out, but he's going to just roll off and find himself a health pack. Stay alive just a little bit longer. 0.89 left on the cart. It's just Sumet Star not able to get there in time. Oh no.
Great picks by Kelly there. Oh wow! Congrats, TK. I hope you enjoy your Corsair hoodie. Make sure you message Bayou. Did you see the message to message Bayou on Discord? Oh my god, this is so amazing. Thank you so much, Loki.
Absolutely.
And to both teams, thank you for allowing us to watch you both scrim here. That was just such a fun. I don't know. I was too quiet. I should have been more excited, but that
You're
was
fine.
really fun to watch. Tell us again where to find Agave. Is it Agave Esports at
Agave
Agave?
Esports. Yeah, at Agave Esports on Twitter and Instagram. There's a couple different Discord links there, so if you want to jump in and say hello, check out all of our teams, you can do so there. We don't have any streams or Twitch yet for you. We're still trying to get a little bit more established and a little more solid before we start bringing in production crew. But if you are interested in helping out with that and getting a start, do give us a call. We'll try to get you ready to go.
Hey, thank you so much. This was an amazing stream. Thank you to all of our guests. Uh, great, great guests because this is probably one of my favorite streams.
Thank you for having me. Like it's been
Yeah.
a great time.
I think you're our first pro caster. I'm gonna call you that now too.
Oh God, I am nowhere near pro
Oh,
caster.
you are amazing. Please.
I'm really
No. Take the compliment. That's what we say here. Take the compliment.
all
You're
right.
amazing.
I take.
But thank you to Lizzie from Volpine Esports as well. Make sure you guys go give them a follow on all their social media and on their Twitch. And thank you. Oh my God. Thank you to all of our producers. Oh, we had a new producer today.
Oh, did we?
I totally forgot about that.
Ah,
Um, well, you're not new, but it's new from Sheila, so it works out. Thank you to Bayou, and thank you so much to 42 Cups of Coffee. I'm gonna say your name because sometimes I like saying people's gamer tag instead of like
Yeah,
their actual name.
it's a little bit hard. Of like Loki is just what I go by across everything, whereas like Kaz is also coffee, and so like it's different spheres. Like which one are you Kaz? Which one are you coffee?
Yeah, but oh man, but yeah, and big shout out to Agave Esports because they allowed us to again watch our team. Hey, if you ever want to, have us watch one of your scrims again, let us
Oh,
know.
we can set something up with that.
Yes, definitely. Oh, maybe we could get one of the teams to come play against Stevens.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Is Alithia still here? She's like, here she goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody for watching. Shout out to our sponsors, NFL Alumni, ESTB, and Corsair for sponsoring. Also, a big shout out to Gamers. They also are partnered up with us. Thank you to Catherine, Bayou, like I said, and Caucasian, everybody who's just helped with the stream, all the mods. Hope you guys all have a great night. I am done for tonight, right? We're done. Um, you all go get some food to eat. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you next week with some more great guests and hopefully a fun game. But that's it for tonight. Bye.
Good night.
Night.